Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I hope everybody have a productive day. It's always something about that morning when we get up. Y'all ever notice that if somebody piss you off, even on your job, in the morning time, your whole day seems to go bad? Or it just seems like everything just going bad? That's why it's so very important that we respect people. Even when we go on our jobs, it's good to say good morning. And it's very good for us to give compliments. When I see people, I give compliments. You look very beautiful today. Or I like how your hair is beautiful. You know, I just give overall compliments to people. I don't like to give nobody no negative compliment. I always like to be positive. The positive will cause people day to go good. I could remember times when I go to the grocery store and if the Most High let on my spirit to pay for somebody's food, I pay for it. And this one particular day, the lady said she was very thankful that I paid for her things. She really didn't have no money, and I told her she don't have to explain herself. I'm not that kind of person where I ask 1,000 questions or you gotta explain yourself for me to help you. Well, anyway, she got her stuff, and I was leaving at the store, and she was telling me she was just praying before she left home because she was having such a rough time. She thought God didn't exist. And by me helping her, she said nobody couldn't tell her God not real. She said just by that prayer alone, God had answered her. I told her to keep her head up. Nothing not going to be easy. And sometimes when things happen, that's just to keep us on our knees to pray. Everybody know when you got teenage kids, it's not easy. Just the other day, my baby girl had me running around the mall with my head cut off. I was so frustrated. She was looking for a prom dress, and just about all the dresses was very beautiful. But I noticed something with her. When she was looking at the dresses, she was looking at the tags. Now, some of us as mothers know all them prom dresses not beautiful in them stores, okay? And I noticed she was liking the ones that was very expensive, okay? It was $600. I had to really think long and hard on that, y'all. Because I'm like, okay, prom is only one day. I went to prom, but when I got my dress, I think I went to, I think I had mine custom made by a Chinese lady. And it wasn't that much back in the day. I think I paid like $100 and something for my dress. None of these kids want to be in competition. Who got the most expensive dress? I told her I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. My daughter always been like that. I never said anything to her, but I always watch her. Everything expensive she wanted. It could be ugly, she still wanted it. I told her I'm not doing that. No. We still gotta eat. I would never do that. All my other kids, they are grown. This is the last child I have in school. And I can't wait till she graduates. You hear me? I put all my kids through school. Glory be to God. But we all know having kids is a tough job. Even when they get grown, our job's still not done. But y'all, what I'm about to say right now is on my own accordance, okay? we as parents, we all know it's a tough job raising kids. And I just been telling my daughter the other day, she was telling me about one of her friends or whatnot, and how her friend is unhappy because I guess she don't have no type of relationship with the family, right? And I told her, tell your friend, it's okay. Things happen for a reason. And I told her, you gotta understand something. This just me talking to my daughter. I said, you gotta understand something. I believe God got way better and greater things for that young lady. And sometimes we gotta set an example when it comes to kids. And like I told my daughter, you may look at it being a terrible thing. I don't. I always say all the time, everything that's bad is not bad. It's for your good. We might don't like the outcome of it, but it's for our good. Now, I said, now you tell that young lady, hold her head up. And I believe that God don't make no mistakes. And the reason why God chose her to go through what she going through at that time, because if he don't allow her to go through what she going through at the time, she probably won't been in the place she is in right now. You know, sometimes people get mad. You know, my mom, my dad, you know, they don't really do anything for me or come around or talk to me, however the case may go. We as grown adults, we know we birthed them kids. We teach them better, but it's really their job if they want to have a relationship with us after they get a certain age. You know, we can't really force ourselves upon kids, however the case may go. But if we do have a troubled child, it's our job to make sure they get the proper help they need. The reason why I'm saying this, because when I told my daughter, you tell that young lady to hold her head up in spite of, she got it going on for herself. She doing real good. I said she probably won't even been in the place she in right now or living the life that she living right now if she never went through that. You ever see some kids, they're so attached to their parents. It's so hard for them to leave home and grow. It's so hard for them to leave home to be an adult because they're so attached to their parents. Missing out on life, missing out on great things that can build them to be a better person. But when they go through the heartache and pain with their parents, they can think more better. And 9 out of 10, these kids grow up to be better, more disciplined than what the parents can do to help them be disciplined. Sometimes we as parents, especially if you're a parent, sometimes you got to sit back and think about things before you react, especially when it comes down to any kids. I had a family member who was sexually abused, however the case may go, years ago. I volunteered and took them down to get checked out, however the case may go. And when the investigator came back out, I asked questions, however the case may go, because adults not allowed to be in the back with the kids. And I asked the investigator, I've been like, what do y'all do when the kids back there? I mean, what kind of, what procedures y'all do when the kids, or however the case may go? The investigator been like, they had a system. The system is in the room, but we as people, even the kids, not gonna know the system is in the room. I guess when the kids talking, the system can determine if the child is lying or not. I say, wow, you telling me y'all have something like that? They say yes. But I think it's only for kids till they get a certain age, right? So the investigator told me the child wasn't lying when they came back out, however the case may go, and they can go further with the investigation at that time. When that lady told me, she said, you did a great job volunteering to help this child. And she said, anytime when you got kids who've been traumatized, sexually abused, or anything in that nature that's not right, our job as parents, you gotta put that child on the forefront before any grown adults. I don't care who it is. She told me that. She said, when you got kids, and if any kids say that they were sexually abused, mistreated, however the case may go, and you're a grown adult and you actually sitting there, kind of cheering it on, calling that child a lie, however the case may go. She said, normally these type parents have kids that actually probably was traumatized, and they covered it up to be with a man, or however the case may go. They don't want the truth to be told. These type people who agree upon a child being mistreated in any type of way, these type grown people is the ones who never report it, who actually allow it. No things happening inside the home and don't say anything. And it's sad. It's sad that a lot of kids were so traumatized, even grown people on this internet. And they sit here and don't say anything about it. And you know what? They cheer it on like it's a great thing. Or they'll tell a child you lying and you this and you that, and however the case may go. I'm here to tell all of y'all who think like that, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. I don't give a hoot, man, who the hell it is. Wrong is wrong. And I'm here for anybody who is right. I'm not here for people who do wrong things. And you're covering it up, make you think that it's okay to do. It's not okay to do bad things to kids. That's a sickness. You got people out there got predator thinking each and every day. Don't y'all know there are people who was actually abused as a child? It's hard for these type people to be in a relationship with anybody. And anybody to be in a relationship where they complain about the sex, however the case may go. Because they're looking for that feeling they had as a child, but it's hard to get it, the same feeling, because that's not the same individual. So what they do, you will find them being with multiple people, because they want that certain feeling. These type behavior, y'all, we gotta sit and we gotta learn to check this type behavior. These type people, we gotta learn to call them out for what it is. But one thing I told my daughter when she told me that young lady was going through that, I said, it's okay her family turning her back on her. But you know what? These type people grow up to be the most greatest thing anybody could ever imagine. These type kids be the one who grow up nowhere to lie, y'all. And everybody who turn their back on these type kids always be the one who need help. And I'm here to say today, if that happened, I won't even help nobody who turn their back. I told her, tell her, I said, don't help nobody who turn their back on her. It's ridiculous, y'all. This is 2022, and you tell me some of y'all grown people still ain't wake up yet? It's foolish. I even talk to young girls, and I don't know what it is with me and people who has been abused, but I even talk to young girls to where when they told their mother said, you is lying. Tell a child she lying because she want to keep that man. She afraid she going to lose that man, however the case may go. Instead of y'all encourage the dang churn, y'all encouraging the grown people. And that's why that behavior still exists. And that's why the behavior not going nowhere. Because when you sit and you pat something on the head and it's wrong, you giving it light. You allowing others to see on the internet. It's okay, you can do that. Matter of fact, you telling other people on the internet who watching videos worldwide, it's okay. You can do that to my grandkid. You can do that to my child. It's okay. We got your back. The kids lie. It's sad. I might not never experience it, but I've been around people who did. And the hurt and pain in their voice, the trauma they had to go through is not a pleasant thing for no grown adult to actually okay no mess like that and say a child lying? A child lying? Investigators say kids don't lie about stuff like that. And sometimes it takes years for some to actually talk about what happened to them. The nerve of people, man. That's why I say, that's why my circle is little. Because some of these people, they say they're good people, but the way they think and how they go about doing things is so jacked up, is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The things people do just to gain friendship. The things people do just to gain clarity and feeling like they're somebody. It's sad. It's sad, man. I always stand for what's right. I don't never stand for what's wrong. It always been for what's right. And I don't care if nobody don't like what I'm saying right now. The truth is the truth, man. When it comes to the kids, let it be about the kids. But if you ain't talking nothing that's helping that child, you ain't saying nothing. It's not about them kids. Life should be about the kids, yes. Kids indeed. But I'm about it in real life when it comes to kids, man. Bump all that talking, we're gonna get you some help. Hell with that damn predator. Our predator job is to be who they are. That ain't gonna change. I don't give a damn how many times you try to dress it up. That ain't changing, because what's in these type people is in them. What's in these type people is in them. You can't do nothing with them. These are demonic spirits. You can't do nothing with that. I believe the only way demonic things can come out of people is through the Most High God. He gotta allow it to be gone. Other than that, that thing is not going anywhere. That thing is dormant. Okay? So y'all stop playing with these kids' life who haven't even grown up to understand or even get a taste of grace yet. And y'all already saying kids lying when they mention things like that. Just because you the type mother who allow men to mess with your kids, however the case may go, and don't mention anything about it. That's why some woman is so easily to agree with the rhetoric when things happen to kids, and they quick to say that ain't happened. How the hell you know that ain't happened? How you know? You been around kids who were sexually abused before? Don't you know kids who were sexually abused or mistreated in such a way? Don't you know they give off a different characteristic about themselves? Oh yeah. Let me tell you something. I know this little girl who was sexually abused, right? That's why I say, y'all, for me not to be sexually abused and to know people who've been through stuff like this, I don't know if it's a coincidence or God allowed it to happen that way for me to know people who go through it, for them to talk to me. But it happens all the time. I know this little girl, y'all, who always so quiet. I mean, real quiet. She wasn't being herself no more. Now, we talking about a young little girl who always been cheerful, happy, outgoing, always wants snacks, jumping up and down. I mean, hyper as she can be. I noticed when the little girl was coming around, she wasn't that cheerful, happy little girl no more. She was so quiet. I'm an observer. I observe things. And when she sit down, she was sitting down with ease, right? So I asked her, I said, you okay? She said, yes, ma'am. said, okay. I said, you want a snack? She said, no. Because she loves sweets and stuff, right? She said, no, ma'am. I said, okay. I said, everything okay? She said, yes, ma'am. I said, come in. She got up and she came to me in the kitchen. I said, everything okay in your house? You know, how the case may go? She said, yes, ma'am. I said, because lately you wasn't acting the same. You know, you acting different. However the case may go. And she said, no, everything okay. So what I did, I took my time with her. And I said, you know, Auntie love you, which that wasn't my niece, you know. A lot of kids call me Auntie or sister. I said, you know, Auntie love you. And you ain't gotta never hide nothing from Auntie. I don't care who it is. And ain't nobody gonna do nothing to hurt you. And she said, yes, ma'am. I said, your mom work? She said, yes, ma'am. She works. She find a job and she started working. I said, did anybody new came around your house recently or anybody was coming by new? She said no at first. And I said, you sure? I said, when your mom go to work, who watch y'all? Because the mom wasn't working before. She said, my uncle got out of jail. I said, oh, really? I said, your uncle got out of jail, huh? I said, how long your uncle been home? And she told me, I said, oh, okay. Now it made sense. So I told her daddy, I said, your child not acting the same. And I've been watching that child since she been coming over here. She is not active no more. I said, now you could do the time stamp yourself if you choose to. But I said, she told me her uncle came out of jail. And her uncle been watching them. And her uncle was patting the other sister on her butt sometime in the house while the mama at work. And that's the mama brother. We got to be careful who we allow around our kids. They used to call me the crazy mama. You know why they call me the crazy mama? Because I ain't left my churn with nobody. Especially my last little girl I got, my almost 14-year-old. No. Oh, no. What? No. Because I already know. Molesters, by me being around other people, kids, as I'm growing up, went through molestation, being just abused, period, I see the signs and symptoms. When you're around people like this, you can kind of understand if they're lying or not, if they're telling the truth. And when I told that daddy, he didn't even know the brother was out of jail, the girl brother was out of jail. It be people in your family, be people who you love. It normally be people who you close to, be the abusers, the molesters, however the case may go. So we got to stop with that rhetoric. Oh, we care about this person. We don't think they'll do something like this. I don't let nothing pass nobody. Anybody know me? Like I said, I'm gonna let you know again. I don't co-sign nothing if it's not right. If somebody asks me something and they be like, you think, and I have a bunch of people I communicate with who call me on a daily basis for different things in their life. And if somebody asks me, do you think such and such this, such and such? If I know their feelings going to get hurt and they can't accept the truth, I won't say anything. I say, something in that nature. But if it's somebody who could take the truth for what it is, I let them know, yes, that's a street child molester. Yes, he did it. He sure did. So we got to be very mindful. And I'm going to say this. Out of the life that I'm living now, older, from growing up, getting older, however the case may go, ain't one time nobody ever said and came back to me whatever I told them was a lie. Not even once. So when something did happen to an individual, this lady called me, she asked my opinion. I told her, and she should have got a hint from this. Pray about it, and God is going to show you. And she said, please tell me your opinion. I said, only thing I'm going to tell you is pray about it and let the Most High show you. Now, right then and there, when somebody know you the type, going to tell them straight up. Or tell, okay, if somebody know me and they know I'm the type, would say no up front. Just no, that's not true. You will be able to bank on it and walk away, right? Because you know me as saying no is no. It didn't happen. But if you come to me and I'm telling you something, you need to pray about it, how the case may go in, a light bulb going to click in your head and say, you know what? They did it. That's why she ain't even co-signing herself to it, because they did it. Some things are just common sense. Some things are just common sense, y'all. So if you know anybody in your family, friends, however the case may go, help them. Help them. Because a predator would never stop. I don't care how much trouble a predator get in, a predator would never stop. Unless they give themselves to the Most High. Other than that, they ain't gonna stop. They go harder and stronger. Especially if somebody taking their side and making them feel good. Y'all know what make a person crack and tell on themselves? Is when you put the metal to the pedal, saying things like, I hope he didn't no mess like that. And you keep saying it every once in a while. That make a person crack. You know what they're gonna start doing? I don't think I did nothing like that. You know why they say they don't think they did something like that? Because they know they did it. Use common sense, people. Let me tell you something. If I know I did something, ain't no way in hell. Ain't no, I think, I'm not for sure. Ain't gonna be none of that. I know for a fact I ain't did it. Oh no, baby. But I'm gonna tell you just like this. Whatever anybody put out there, whatever karma, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. See, God got ways of doing things. Sometimes the Most High can let you suffer. The Most High can drain you dry. It's a lot of ways He handle us when we do things that's not right. And thinking we getting away with it. Especially when you don't want to apologize, knowing that you jacked somebody up. Knowing that you was the cause of them committing suicide. And y'all good with that? Y'all good with somebody committing suicide or got suicide on their mind right now due to the fact what they had to go through and what they got to go through right now or what they've been through. Y'all rather see somebody commit suicide than make a video on it and say, I didn't know they was, I thought they was. No. See, I don't like stuff like that. So if you got a family member who going through any type of abuse, if you're a decent person, your job is to help them. So please like, share, subscribe to the channel. And I thank God for each and every one of y'all for tuning in.